Following the dissolution of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s, the United States emerged as the world's sole superpower, a position it has held ever since. In every global metric, the United States stands as a dominant force, particularly in its military prowess, which is, honestly, unparalleled in strength, technological edge, operational scope, and global power projection. This analysis explores the 5 principal reasons why confronting the U.S. military establishment would be an ill-advised endeavor. The United States Air Force is the most formidable in the world, not just in the sheer quantity of its operational aircraft, but also in its technological supremacy. The nation currently commands a fleet of over 15,000 military aircraft across all service branches, including the Navy, Army, Coast Guard, and Marines. As of recent assessments, the Air Force alone operates more than 5,300 aircraft, 406 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and 170 military satellites, surpassing any other nation. The U.S. possesses the largest contingent of stealth aircraft, engineered as silent predators untraceable by the radar defense systems of most countries. This includes air superiority fighters like the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, alongside heavy bombers such as the B-2 Spirit and its successor, the B-21 Raider. The U.S. pioneered this technology in the 1980s with the F-117 Nighthawk. Stealth aircraft are designed to evade detection by minimizing their radar cross-section. This revolutionary technology allows a 5th-generation aircraft like the F-22 Raptor, with a maximum takeoff weight of 83,500 pounds, to present a radar signature of merely 0.0001 square meters, which is, honestly, comparable to that of a bumblebee. Incredibly, the colossal B-2 bomber shares a similar radar cross-section. The upcoming B-21 Raider, which could be combat-ready as early as 2026, will further enhance these capabilities with its advanced low-observable processes and open architecture, making future upgrades seamless. This makes tracking stealth aircraft exceedingly difficult, and even if detected, achieving a missile lock is another challenge entirely, effectively breaking the kill chain of conventional surface-to-air defense systems. It is this strategic advantage that compels nations like China and Russia to vigorously pursue their own stealth fighters, the Chengdu J-20 and Sukhoi Su-57. These aircraft ensure the USAF's dominance in any future conflict, and it is a known military doctrine that control of the skies is the ultimate determinant in modern warfare. The second reason any nation should reconsider engaging the U.S. military is the might of the United States Navy and its command over the world's oceans, epitomized by its fleet of supercarriers. The U.S. Navy currently operates 11 nuclear-powered carriers, the largest such fleet globally. The only naval force that approaches this level of technological sophistication is the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom, which operates only 2 carriers. The Nimitz-class carriers displace over 100,000 tons and can host an air wing of up to 70 aircraft, effectively functioning as mobile airfields. While formidable on their own, their operational deployment within carrier strike groups or CSGs makes them even more lethal. A carrier is never isolated. It is the centerpiece of a flotilla of surface and underwater assets, including guided missile cruisers, a destroyer squadron, and attack submarines. While the carrier executes its offensive role, the surrounding vessels provide a protective screen. This integrated offensive-defensive posture makes a United States carrier strike group nearly invulnerable. The Navy maintains 9 such groups, with 8 based domestically and 1 forward deployed in Japan. For over half a century, this has been the cornerstone of American power projection. Now the United States is transitioning to the new Gerald R. Ford class of supercarriers. The lead ship, USS Gerald R. Ford, recently completed a deployment to the United States European Command Area, showcasing its advanced capabilities. This new class, featuring technologies like the Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System, or EMALS, will ensure American maritime dominance deep into the 21st century. A third deterrent is the United States' massive arsenal of nuclear and conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. As the land-based component of the U.S. nuclear triad, alongside submarine-launched ballistic missiles and strategic bombers, ICBMs provide a formidable strategic capability. Launched from hardened silos in states like Wyoming, Montana, and North Dakota, these missiles travel on a high suborbital trajectory, reaching altitudes of approximately 1,000 miles before their warheads re-enter the atmosphere at hypersonic speeds. The United States currently maintains 400 operational LGM-30G Minuteman III ICBMs. First developed in the 1960s, the Minuteman III has been the subject of continuous and extensive modernization, with over $7 billion invested in upgrades in the last decade alone, refurbishing everything from propulsion to guidance systems. These missiles have a range exceeding 8,000 miles and can carry multiple 330-kiloton nuclear warheads, each over 20 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Furthermore, these warheads can be independently targeted using multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle, or MIRV technology, a system first pioneered on the Minuteman III. The entire system is now being modernized through the Sentinel program, which, despite facing some restructuring and schedule adjustments, aims to replace the Minuteman III to ensure a reliable strategic deterrent for decades to come. The Air Force has confirmed that the aging Minuteman III can remain viable until the new system is fully deployed. If the threat of intercontinental ballistic missiles and stealth aircraft were not enough, the widespread use of precision-guided munitions, or smart bombs, presents another significant challenge. This is a fourth major reason to avoid conflict with the United States military. All branches of the armed forces employ these weapons, which are designed for surgical accuracy and maximum efficiency. Their effectiveness was proven during the First Gulf War, where precision-guided munitions made up only 9% of munitions used, but accounted for 75% of successful strikes. Today, unguided bombs and conventional artillery are honestly, largely relics of the past for U.S. forces. Precision-guided munitions are delivered from air, ground, and sea platforms, using various guidance technologies. While many rely on GPS, the Department of Defense is actively developing next-generation smart munitions that can operate without it, such as the Moving Target Artillery Round, or MTAR. These new artillery-fired smart shells will be capable of hitting both stationary and moving targets on land and sea. Recent developments in 2025 have seen the U.S. Army pushing for a so-called universal launcher concept, a system capable of firing everything from loitering munitions to guided missiles, all connected through a cloud-based, AI-driven data network. This initiative aims to maximize combat effectiveness while minimizing logistical footprints, creating an even more potent and adaptable arsenal. Finally, the fifth and honestly, increasingly critical reason is the United States' pioneering and extensive use of unmanned systems, or, drones. Initially deployed for surveillance, unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, were rapidly weaponized following the 9/11 attacks, and have become a central component of U.S. military operations. The U.S. is projected to acquire over 1,000 new combat drones of various types in the coming decade. Advanced models like the Lockheed Martin RQ-170 Sentinel and the Boeing MQ-25 Stingray are in the final stages of development, promising multi-role capabilities from attack missions to autonomous aerial refueling. Drone technology has evolved to the point where a single UAV can loiter for hours at high altitudes, just waiting to strike with precision, and honestly, impunity. Recent advancements in 2025 focus on creating autonomous, AI-enabled drone swarms that can operate cooperatively, overwhelming enemy defenses through coordinated maneuvers and decentralized decision-making. This technology reduces the risk to human personnel and allows the U.S. military to project power into contested environments with reduced dependency on manned platforms. These 5 pillars of military power, air dominance, naval supremacy, strategic missile capabilities, precision munitions, and advanced drone warfare, render the United States military an exceptionally dangerous adversary. In a conventional conflict, overcoming the American military machine is, well, a near impossible task. This is precisely why contemporary adversaries increasingly resort to asymmetric warfare strategies. Nevertheless, the U.S. military juggernaut remains, without question, the most powerful military complex in the world today, and is positioned to remain so for the foreseeable future. If you found this analysis insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the like button. Oh, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. Thank you for watching.